All right, Wrestle Nation, let's get into it. This past Saturday, we had NXT Deadline. Sorry I'm a little late on it again, but this is my review from that. There was 5 matches on the card. I went 3-2 in my predictions. The only two I got wrong was the Iron Women's Series Challenge, and then I got Obi Fema and Ricky Saints wrong. I really didn't figure Obi would win that and that he was getting called up, but guess I was wrong. So which tells me now that if you've been watching Raw, you watched Raw tonight, that hooded figure came back out that showed up at Survivor Series and attacked Ray, curb stomped him. Could be Ricky Saints, maybe. So yeah. But anyways, back to this one. Obviously, I got Ricky Saints and Oba wrong, and I got the Iron Series Women Challenge wrong. Shocker there with Kendall Gray winning it, but let's get into. So yeah, got Oba Femi and Ricky Saints wrong, and I got the Iron Series Women Challenge wrong. So we got Obi Fema and Ricky Saints wrong, with Obi Fema winning and beating Ricky Saints and winning the NXT title back, and the Iron Women's Series Challenge. I got that wrong with Kendall Gray winning, and I took Sol Ruka. So, yeah. Anyways, 3 I did get right were Izzy Dame. The 3 I did get right were Izzy Dame, Ethan Page, and the men's Iron Series Challenge, with Ethan Page beating Mr. Iguana, Izzy Dame beating Tatum Paxley, and then Javon Evans winning the men's Iron Series Challenge. So we'll start off with the show that kicked off the show, and that was Obi Fema and Ricky Saints. I thought this was better than their first match. Not a lot of build-up for this one, but I thought this match was better than their first match. Heck of a great match there. I'm going to give it 4. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. Looking forward to see where Ricky Saints and Oba both go from here. I honestly think Ricky Saints goes to the main card. Next up, we had the Iron Women's Series Challenge. I thought this was a very, very good match. I'm going to give it 4. I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 stars. These women showed in this match why the women's division in WWE is the best on the planet. We had a shocker in this. Talk about that in a minute. But obviously, when Sol came out here, Kaylani had just taken a fall. She was supposed to go in the penalty box, and she attacked Sol from behind with that bad knee. And then Sol whipped it back. And I said right then and there, I said, they're taking her back. She's going to come back out and win this. And she almost did. But the shocker here is Kendall Gray picked up a win here. Kendall Gray picked up the win here. Kendall Gray, who is the current Women's Evolve champion, they're pushing her to the moon right now. I don't think it's too much longer. She's going to be on NXT full time and be done with Evolve. But yeah, all 5 of these women did exceptionally well in this match. Like I said, 4 out of 5 stars for this match, with Kendall Gray picking up the win. So big ups to her. So Kendall Gray now goes on to face Jacy Jayne for the NXT Women's title at New Year's Evil. Not sure the date on that. You have to look it up, but yeah. And then next up after that one, we had Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana for Ethan Page's NXT North American title. I thought this was a very entertaining match, good match. I mean, they could have kept it on NXT on that Tuesday night show instead of a PLE, but still thought it was a good match. I'm still going to give it 4 out of 5 stars, just because of the entertainment aspect. Was it worth 4 out of 5 stars as far as how good the match was? Probably not, but it was entertaining. I still thought it was a good match. I still thought it was a decently good match, but Ethan Page retaining here, Mr. Iguana, just continues to impress. Every time he's up on the main card or in NXT, I love Mr. Iguana. He's freaking hilarious. But anyways, very good match. Very decently good match. Very entertaining. 4 out of 5 stars for Ethan Page and Mr. Iguana. And then we got Izzy Dame and Tatum. This was oh boy, this might have been my least one. I'd have to say my least favorite match of the night was probably this one. I mean, like, it wasn't a bad match, but it wasn't a good match either. It was, for me, it was just okay. I'm still going to give it 4 out of 5 stars match. 4 out of 5 stars here. I still thought it was a very good match. Actually, you know what, guys? I'm gonna give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Actually, nope. I changed my mind. I'm gonna give Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley 4 out of 5 because it ended up start off with Izzy basically dominating. Tatum got some blows in there in the middle towards the end. I thought it was still a decently good match. They could have just kept this on the NXT regular show on Tuesday, but still giving this 4 out of 5. I don't think this feud is over between Izzy and Tatum. Izzy picking up the win here, and I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. Now we move on to the men's. We move on to the main event, which was the men's, the men's Iron Series Challenge. This was a really good match as well. All 5 of these men did exceptionally well. Joe Hendry had a huge pop. Javon Evans and Leon Slater tore the house down with their acrobatic moves there. Miles Bourne did what Miles Bourne does. He didn't have the best match. He was probably, I'd say, he did the worst of all 5 of the guys in this match, in my opinion. Joe Hendry did his thing. Javon Evans did his thing. Leon Hendry did his thing. Dion Lennox did his thing. So Joe Hendry did his thing. Leon Slater and Javon Evans did their thing. Dion Lennox did his thing. And then Miles Bourne kept up. He did pretty good. But yeah, I'm going to give this match 4 out of 5 stars with Javon Evans picking up the win. He now goes on to New Year's Evil to take on Obi Fema. I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 stars. I'm going to give the Iron Man Series Challenge 4 out of 5. I'm going to give the Men's Iron Series Challenge 4 out of 5 stars. And also, after the match was over, Obi came out and Javon and Evan were staring at each other. After this match was over, Obi Fema came out and Javon Evans and Obi Fema were staring each other down. Then the lights went out and we saw a figure walking on like a highway. And next thing you know, lights came on. And we get the return of Tony D'Angelo with more facial hair. Looked a little bit bigger. He doesn't look like the Don no more. He looks like a badass. And then Don dropped Javon. Then Tony D'Angelo dropped Javon Evans. So that's how the show ended. Anyways, my favorite match of the night. The best match of the night is also my favorite match of the night. And that was the women's. That was the women's Iron Series. So the best match of the night is also my favorite match of the night. And that was the Iron Women Series Challenge. The moment of the night for me is Kendall Gray winning. The moment of the night for me is actually Kendall Gray winning the Iron Women Series Challenge and shocking everybody. As far as the PLE goes, I'm going to rate the whole PLE an 8 out of 10. NXT does it again. They produce again. They put on a good show. But anyways, if you haven't watched it, go watch. Enjoy. I'm out till next time, guys. Don't forget John Cena's last match this Saturday, boys and girls. It's going to be an emotional night.